What's up, folks? Welcome back. We at episode 14. What is this? February 5th, 2026. You got to make sure you start dating everything that you do and document it because with technology, it puts everything in the position to be documented. And because it's documented, it's always good to have a reference to on when something was done. So document what you do, but not to get yourself in trouble. That type of documentation. That's where people fuck up. So but no, happy February 5th to everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy One Down Podcast Thursday. And thank y'all for joining me. And much props to people that like really look forward to this day, and those that make that acclimate, partition off. For those that partition off this actual hour at 1:00 to sit right here with me. So what I try to do is I try to take a peek at the folks that tune in to me via Facebook, because I do send the feed there. But I would rather y'all come out of Facebook and just simply click the YouTube link, because that's where things count. The feed that goes to Facebook, it don't count. So if you really want to support and help out, come out of Facebook. Just use a little effort. Come out of Facebook. Go to YouTube. If you don't already have the link, if you got the link, just click it to YouTube. If you don't, then just type in One Down Podcast and watch this live through YouTube, and then subscribe. All this just takes seconds. And really, if you want to look up what a nanosecond is, that's like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a second. So yeah, come through YouTube is better. But man, I'm always excited to do this. People ask me how the podcast going. I say it's going good, man. It's fun. You know, I'm happy doing it. And again, it just really feels like it's a pipeline for me to give back, you know. And thank you, somebody in Springfield, Massachusetts. You know, Springfield. I read Swingfield, but they spell checked it, Springfield, Massachusetts. Thank you for tuning in. They said it's 4 p.m. over there. But so I hope everything is going good for y'all. And if not, it is what it is. It's going to get better as long as you just don't give up. Everybody going through something. And you're going to hear me kind of repeat this because people really think that they the only ones that got some issues, some troubles, going through something. Hell to the no. Everybody dealing with something. What up, Logic? What up, Swerve? Sontio Media 71, what's happening? James, what's happening? Funkin' David, what's happening? Raider Podcast, thank all y'all for tapping in. What up, Ricky? Much love, man. Yeah, when people do these podcasts, man, they really do. I ain't gonna speak of everybody. When I do my podcast, you know, I depend on people to tap in. You know, it says something. It says something about me and what I have to offer. And every week I strive to give more than what I gave the week before. And I would assume through my progress coming into week 14, you know, my execution on how I'm doing stuff and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it has gotten better and better. And that's what I strive to do. And it's rewarding to see that, you know, people are tuning in. So thank y'all. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. I appreciate that. Today, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Today, my topic, let me read exactly what did I write for my topic. My topic, I think it said, did Goldie ever sell drugs? Did I ever sell drugs? And that's not really, I don't want y'all to think that's like clickbait, but it's a question that a lot of people ask themselves. They've asked other people, and it's something that I grew up with throughout my life, of people, running that question. And of course, if you know me, then you already know what's up. So to answer it, it's either a yes or a no, and I can simply do that. But I wanted to tell you about a situation. I'll tell you a story that's a real life situation that let me know that selling drugs, selling dope wasn't for me. And me growing up, so in 1980, when I was 8 years old, that's when my dad, my pop, my dad, that's when he passed away. He passed away at 28 going on 29. I was 8. And when he passed away, what was told to me immediately what was told to me was he died because he choked on a chicken bone in his throat. So he choked on a chicken bone. What's happening, Spotville? Thank you for tapping in. And so that's what I went with. And shortly after that, probably, and I don't know if I'm right on, but might have been a year or 2 years later, maybe when I was 9 or 10. So that put me in the 4th grade or 5th grade. I was in the car with my uncle, and this was my favorite uncle. This was, everybody got their favorite uncle, that uncle that just make you feel grown, that uncle that, you want to live vicariously through him, and he want to see that you grow up to be a strong man and everything, nothing but a wimp, a simp, nothing like that. He want to put some backbone into you. What up, Payback? And so when I was riding with my uncle, I remember I was in his car and he looked at me. He said, "Man, you know how your dad died?" And I said, "He choked on the chicken bone." He said, "Man, your dad didn't die from choking on no chicken bone." And then so at that moment, I remember I just felt myself get ready to hear the truth, because I knew my uncle was going to tell me the truth. I knew he was about to. And who was this uncle? He's the uncle that, he ran the streets. He handled his affairs at home. And when he was in the streets, he was a boss. So if you back this up to what certain brothers look like in the 80s, in the late 80s, early 80s, afro, and they had these chops right here. They let these chops grow, and they was all about they man and they masculinity and just being an alpha. And so he said, "Man, your daddy didn't die from choking on no chicken bone. Your daddy died from a drug situation. He had an overdose situation with some people he didn't know, and it's a situation that it wasn't right, So that's how he died. He died from an overdose, but it ain't him. Something happened. Something happened to him. Some people he was with." And so that sat on me as a kid. And then, so what happened with that is I grew up Immediately, when people say, man, what you want to be when you grow up? I tell people, I want to find the people who killed my dad and I want to kill them. That's what I wanted to do when I grew up. When I grew up, I wanted to find the people that had something to do with my dad's death, and I wanted them to suffer. So that's what I used to tell people. That's what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I say that and I give you this backstory because it put me in a position as a kid to absolutely hate drugs, dope, cigarettes, liquor, anything that I knew that was in that category that was toxic to the body. What's happening, y'all? We got Martin all the way down from Australia just tapped in. Much love, man. Thank you. And so hold on, man. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Oh. I'm gonna just take a peek at this camera real quick. So I grew up absolutely hating drugs. And my mom, she smoked cigarettes. She smoked Benson and Hedges menthol lights. I know that because I used to have to go to the store and buy cigarettes. And I used to go get the cigarettes at such a young age. You know, I probably was going to the store at wherever's the earliest you can walk to the store as a kid by yourself. I don't know if that's 5 or 6. You know, I was walking to the store with a note. Please sell my son some Benson and Hedges menthol lights. And then my mom assigned her name. And I give him the money and I go home with some cigarettes. Give them to my mom. So that was before my dad died. After my dad died, her cigarettes, I'd see them, I'd throw them in the trash. A carton, I'd throw them in the trash. And so, you know, of course, she got lit up. Boy, quit touching my motherfucking cigarettes. Leave my cigarettes alone. And so again, that put me in a position where I did not like nothing, no cigarettes, no dope, no nothing. But growing up in LA, now in the mid 80s, coming into the mid 80s, in the early 80s, the crack epidemic hit LA like a motherfucker. If you watching this and you from LA and you my age, your mom or dad or your uncles or somebody, you know, got sprinkled with that bad situation, most likely. And so everybody back then, they had the baller on their block. It's different now. Everybody balling seemed like, or perpetrating balling. But there was always a baller on everybody's block. And so growing up, I liked what the flossiness of what dope dealers had. I like that. I like the look. I like the image. I like it. But I didn't like how they was getting it. So that put me into another lane on, he said, I bought my mama cigarettes with a note too. That's right. Born the same year. Right on. So that put me in a position to where I knew I liked what they had, but I didn't want to get it the same way they was getting it. It wasn't going to be dope. So I came up with, I hustled a different way. Never sold dope. So that's the answer. Never, ever, ever sold dope. Never took that lane. Stayed away from it. Now, fast forward, I'm in high school. I think this was probably my sophomore or junior year. And I'm going to just say a relative because I don't want to give exactly the title to this person, but the person is a relative. But I'm not going to say exactly, but a relative had got out of jail and had come to live with us for a little bit. And this person is about maybe 4 years older than me. approximately. I think about 4 years older than me. At this time, I'm 14 or 15 years. No, I'm 15 or 16 years old. 15 or 16 years old. And this person was incarcerated for a few years, grew up in I don't even want to say a city because people good, they'll narrow this shit down. You know what I'm saying? And was full blown gang banging. And I loved my relative, looked up to him, older than me, looked up to him, came to live with me, came to live with us, you know. And so now I got a big OG relative that's living with us. And so when I go to school, he'll walk to school with me, let everybody know that he my relative and blah, blah, blah. And when I get out of school, he right there. And now everybody is like, you know, hey, man, oh, your relative, man, he all that. Da, 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 da. So I'm just trying to build a reputation for him, let you know, like he was that dude everybody looked up to. So one morning, I wake up and I always carried a backpack. Anybody on this thread in my high school know I always carried a backpack. So when I get ready for school, I grab my backpack and I opened it to put whatever in there, whatever I was doing. And then boom, immediately I noticed that it was a bunch of baggies in my backpack. And there was a bunch of weed in my backpack. And so I'm just like, what the fuck? And so he was sitting right there. And so I said, hey, man, you put this in my bag? He said, yeah, man, take it to school and sell it. And I was like, I don't sell no dope. He said, man, take it to school and sell it. Just sell it and give me my money back. And so I wasn't in a position to tell him no because, you know, I was young and, you know, he was swole and, you know, he intimidated me and everything above, you know. So he said, man, just sell it, man. It's 10 bags up in there and each bag is worth $5. So he said, man, just sell the nickel bags and, you know, just bring me my $50 back. And so I was just like, holy shit. So for me, I had already initiated me making money already. So that $50 wasn't shit to me. And this was, again, this is back in like 88-ish, you know, 87, 88. And when $50 really is a lot of money, it really was. But I was already hustling. So I was mad. I walked to school with my backpack, nervous as fuck, thinking like, I don't even know who to sell this weed to, who to even ask about it, nothing. So then I just came up with this idea. I knew this girl. So when I went to school, it was the smallest percentage of people there was black. And then we had a bunch of Hispanics, some whites, and a couple of Asians. But the biggest portion of the school was Hispanic. And I was cool with everybody. I've always been cool with everybody. I knew all the Hispanics / Mexicans from the different gangs. I'm cool with them. I'm cool with the Crips. I'm cool with the Bloods. I'm cool with the Essays. I'm cool with the fucking the heavy metal kids. Everybody. So in my Rolodex, I didn't know where to push this, and then ding, it dawned on me. This girl, and I don't want to say her name, but I remember it. I remember smoke weed. So I went up to her. I said, hey, do you have some weed? She was like, you don't smoke weed. Why are you asking me for weed? I said, no, I don't smoke weed. I was just asking if you got some weed. She was like, I don't got no weed. I said, well, you smoke weed, right? She was like, yeah. I said, okay. You want some weed? She was like, what you mean want some weed? I said, she said, you sell weed? I said, no. But if you want some weed, I'm going to give you some weed. And she was like, this don't make sense. Are you selling weed or are you asking me if I want some weed? I said, well, here, I'm going to just give you this weed. Here is $50 worth of weed. Her eyes got big. She was like, what? And so I said, okay, I'm going to give it to you after school. So we met up after school. I give her the $50 worth of weed. And so my head was, I even told her, I said, my brother, oops, damn, I slipped. I said, he making me sell this weed and I don't want to sell it. So I'm going to just give it to you. And I'm going to just pay him. And she was like, that's crazy. She said, all right, but I'm going to take the weed. So I gave her the $50 worth of weed. Then I gave him, went home. As soon as I get home, he's sitting out front. As soon as I get home, he asked me, he's like, hey man, you sell that? I was like, yeah. So I gave him the 50 and he said, cool, man. He said, you should double that up. And I was just like, man, listen, I ain't never, ever, ever doing nothing like this again in my life. So that was that. But you can beat me up or do whatever you're going to do. But this just ain't for me. I don't want to do it. I said, I ain't going to do it. He's like, man, you a mark. You a buster. But I gave him the $50. So did I ever sell drugs? I think I could still say no. I gave it away. And then I just gave him 50 out of my own personal money. But it was a lesson in that for me. What's up, Detroit? Thank you for tapping in. Oh yeah, from the Afro Dogs. Much love, man. So yeah, so it was an experience. An experience to just let me realize that it wasn't in my deck of cards. It wasn't for me. You know, I didn't do it. I wasn't excited to do it and test the response. My spirit wasn't settling with it at all, you know. And so he quickly got over it, you know. And he eventually more sooner than later, moved out to carry on with his life. And, you know, I love him. We speak all the time, you know, and I'm sure he remembers it. But that right there was something that I really think that it needed to happen, because I'm the type of person, one, if I like to do something, I'm all the way in to the fullest, you know. But there's situations in my life that's been like dope, drug, alcohol related, that it's just a big force field up. My body, my spirit will not engage with it at all. And as I got older, you know, I meet people and they'll throw this little pitch out there regarding dope. And I always feel so blessed that it's nothing that I'm interested to pick up when they toss something. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I don't even know who to refer you to, you know? And I'm just thankful for that. I'm blessed still to this day. And as I got older, I always told myself, I could never, ever sell dope. Never. The moment I ever sold dope, the moment I got busted, people gonna say, oh my God, I knew it all this time, you know? But nah, so I never, ever, 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 ever sold dope. And just wasn't my thing. To people that did it, I've seen very few successful with it for a run, but nothing of a lifetime. You know, seeing people get twisted up in the worst way because of it. Those are lessons for me, just, seeing this stuff from the sideline. But yeah, so that was my story with regarding did I ever sell drugs? Absolutely not. And for those who do what you do. Shout out from the Studio City Moto Gangsters. What's happening, y'all? But yeah, I tell people, man, people think that, the big dope dealers, the ones that get caught. No, there are people that's 4 times, 5 times bigger than them cats, 10 times bigger. When you thought the biggest were the biggest that got caught, there are cats, man, that got generations, family generations of doing that stuff and never, ever, 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 ever been even brought to the surface of, So I don't even know if y'all know that. One of the big ones, but not too big compared to the people that never get caught. Just got wrapped up. His family, his parents owned the Snow Big Bear, Snow Summit, Big Bear something. Y'all look that up. That dude, he just got wrapped up about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the stuff that they seized is crazy. So it'll probably be a movie about him coming out. But yeah, so let me crack open my little vault right here, see what I put together for y'all, share some stuff with you. So this right here, I kind of was like, I don't know if So some years ago, 2009-ish, we had acquired an adult X-rated XXX filming company. And so I was responsible for shooting the interracial side. And with that, my 2 titles was One Down Unlocked. That's what I named it. One Down Unlocked. Like, it's unlocked, man. This shit is wide open. It's going down. And then the other one was Rolling with Goldie. And Rolling with Goldie, I had my RV and we would just ride around. I'd drive and people would just be banging it out in the RV, going to different places. And it was wild. It was fun. This right here is some footage because I also used to shoot a lot of content for another section of the company that we're doing. It was females doing solo master shun scenes. So I would shoot a ton of girls doing solo master shun scenes. So this was one of them. And her name was Kaden. And so Kaden, she had a blood sister. Same mom, same dad. Same mom, same dad. And the sister came in first doing movies. And then she came in, Kaden. The sister is a little bit younger. And so when I was filming her, then I learned of her sister. And so I told her I was going to book her sister to actually do a movie, one of my movies for Rolling with Goldie. So I booked her sister to do Rolling with Goldie. But Kaden was there on scene just to be there to like watch her sister. And so while her sister was filming with this other guy, I convinced her sister, not convinced, I paid her sister to join the scene. And this is buck wow. That's not what you're going to watch right now. You're just going to watch Kaden in a little interview I did with her. That was pretty cool. Here you go. There you go, y'all. There you go. You know, I am so blessed and happy that I have documented so much of my life so I can see it of the fun and good times that I've had. And just know that, um, you know, people I wish more people just was more confident within themselves and people just weren't so judgmental, because that's really just that's a curse, man, for people to just be judgmental. But when you live in a certain type of lifestyle, like me, man, you just got to chin up, chest out everything, and just own what you do, how you do it, how you got it, how you living, and and just stand on it, and that's one of the ingredients that helps me keeps me in the position to just keep moving forward. I can say I don't give a fuck what somebody think, you know, but in some cases you can take what somebody say and use it to your advantage. I remember when I first right on y'all. Thank y'all in the comments, man. Um, I remember when I first launched my first one down website, you know, because I started one down in 96. Remember, that's 30 years. That's my 30-year celebration this year. 30 years. So when I first launched it, I was just putting up crazy stuff, like crazy whatever stuff. And um but at the same time, it gives certain people the access to attack you via the internet, which still happens now. But for me, I experienced it 30 years ago, you know. And this one person, he said, "You low down, dirty N-word, you're putting up all this N-word garbage, making yourself look like a tacky N-word." And so that was harsh, derogatory, disgusting stuff that he said. But I did tell myself, like, all right, I can see how I'm looking tacky with it. And thank you very much. And so little do he know, without the vulgar, racist verbiage, I took some of that advice and I cleaned it up. And I saw that it opened up, my range of exposure to more people. So throughout these years with internet exposure, I've learned how to navigate through it. And again, I was on the internet a whole lot more. And then I just stepped back for I feel like some years, but it could have been close to 10 years, of me like stepping back compared to how heavy I was on the internet. Could have been about 10 years or so, So again, coming back to the internet, it feels good to be able to, share some documentation, but ultimately, not that I'm a teacher, but just share some stuff with people that could hopefully, open them up and teach them some stuff, you know. But yeah, so I hope that footage right there that I just showed, I hope it didn't offend nobody. Here is um from June 2009. I think this says 2009. 2009, June 2009. There's some footage from brush those teeth. That's right. He said that's a quote from Goldie. Brush them teeth. Red Brie picnic right here. Some footage. Share this with y'all.
Ain't no shortcuts, bruh. Grind or die out here.
Payback's bike.
Wake up broke, nah, I ain't with that. Got dreams in my brain and a
JJ.
strap in my lap. With game tight, flip packs in the rain. Hunger in my gut
JJ.
like a runaway train. Came from the mud with no blueprint shown. Now I'm stacking every dollar like it's carved in stone. Never had a cosign, just a block and a plan. And a prayer that the Lord don't reach where I stand. It's the fight or the flight, I chose the war path. Turned every loss to a quick bloodbath. I don't chase clout, I chase them racks. And I don't need fame, I just need them stacks. Get it how I live, that's the only law. Stacking from the dirt with a 30-day draw. Dreams on my mind, but my back to the wall. I'm still in the game and I'm taking it all. Get it how I live, can't afford to sleep. Run with the wolves, never ran with sheep. Fall once, bounce twice on my feet. I hustle like a beast till the mission complete. Had to make moves while they waited on hope. Built my empire from the ends of the rope. Every setback just to set up for more. Now I'm breaking every ceiling and kicking the door. Late nights on the grind, got the city in view. Sacrifice the comfort just to run it all through. I ain't blessed, I'm built from the pressure and pain. Get it how I live, that's embedded in my veins. Get it how I live, that's the only law. Stack it from the dirt with a 38 draw. Dreams on my mind, but my back to the wall. I'm still in the game and I'm taking it all. Get it how I live, can't afford to sleep. Run with the wolves, never ran with sheep. Fall once, bounce twice on my feet. I hustle like a beast till the mission complete. No handouts, no cheats, no fear. Get it how I live, that's how I'm here. No handouts, no cheats, no fear. Get it how I live, that's how I'm here. That's how I'm here. Compton made me straight up. Raised in the sea where the sirens ring, where kids learn to shoot before they learn to swing. Palm tree shade where the gang flags wave, and every block tell a story of the brave. I seen homies rise, seen legends fall, seen murals go up on the blood-stained wall. Compton made me, not soft, not fake. I came from the land where the legends bake. Got stripes from the street, not the net of the charts. I rep my soil with this battle-worn heart. Grew with the code, now I live with the scars. Compton in my veins like a set of prison bars. Raised in the sea where the shots don't sleep. You learn to move smart or you bury 6 deep. From hub city blocks to the soul of the beat. Compton made me, now I stand on my feet. Born in the fire, I don't flinch in heat. The soul of the West in every beat. This ain't just home, it's blood in the street. And I rep every step with that Compton heat. I walk past the ghosts of the homies I knew. Pour liquor on the curb cause the legends flew. Still hear the low rider, still see the blue. But the block changed, now the demons grew. No matter where I go, I carry that pride. For the homies who ain't here but ride by my side. You can hate all you want, but you know what it be. We made legends in the dirt of the sea. Raised in the sea where the shots don't sleep. You learn to move smart or you bury 6 deep. From hub city blocks to the soul of the beat. Compton made me, now I stand on my feet. Born in the fire, I don't flinch in heat. The soul of the West in every beat. This ain't just home, it's blood in the street. And I rep every step with that Compton heat. Hub city, hub city, hub city, hub city. Hub city forever.
4 walls, no sky, still alive.
Payback.
Woke up to stealing a number, not a name.
Buster.
Life in this box every
Rest in
day
peace.
feel the same. Concrete dreams, razor wire views. Every friend I made here got war in their shoes. Bunk mate twitching from a nightmare past. Every second on edge, you better move fast. One wrong word and the whole yard wildin'. Learn to read eyes
Payback.
cause the mouth stays silent. The clock don't.
Right on. You know, there's a lot of good things about showing some documented old footage, and especially like in the motorcycle club life, motorcycle scene, because you can see the transitions of where the bike styles were at then and where they're at now. You know, just looking at some old faces that's still around and some old faces that's not around no more, you know. But yeah, so that was 2009 Rare Breeds annual picnic, and Guilty was in there, and that's back when they was with 110 to the end, and some other faces, JJ from Ransom, and yeah, so blessings to still be here, man, to look back on that footage and share that footage. And this right here is some footage from Sons of Anarchy, season 3, episode 7. Season 3, episode 7, Sons of Anarchy. Never seen before images, because these are images that I took with my camera. So never seen before. And this was in June 2010. So that's 16 years ago. 16 years ago. This episode, there was the Grim Bastards had a vice president at the time. His name on the show, or his real name was Marcus or Marquise. But this is when he got stabbed in the back of the head at the kitchen table. And I think, I'm not sure if I had got my brother Payback on this episode with me. But all the bikes, again, all the Grim Bastards bikes were my personal bikes that I owned. What up, Lynx? Much love, all the way from New York. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, so all the Grim Bastards were my personal bikes. And again, I got so much footage from filming Sons of Anarchy, stuff I never shown before. And I always wonder what I was going to do with it. But still, again, I don't know if this is something that's entertaining for people, but I hope it is. But if it's not, my apologies, but I hope it is. You know, here you go right here.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the bump, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where those cops thrown. Well, all your steel down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride, hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live the life of a boss player. Cause even when I'm high, fuck with me and get crossed later. The future's in my eyes, cause all I want is cash and things. I 5 below, things wantin' flashy brains. Bitches pursue me like a dream, been known to disappear before your eyes like a dope fiend. It seems my main thing was to be major, paid the game sharper than the motherfucking razor blade. Save money, bring bitches, bitches bring lies. One nigga's getting jealous and motherfuckers die. Depend on me like the first and 15. They might hold me for a second, but we won't get me. We got 4 niggas and low riders and ski masks screaming thug life. Every time they pass, all eyes on me. Little life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Little life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live the life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live the life of a boss player. All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
She'd probably be dead if Jax wasn't with her.
You need to stop. Right now.
You didn't know that Jax was gonna be with her, did you? Or the boys? Jesus Christ! Those babies could have been hers!
Enough!
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so in that particular episode, my brother Payback and Herc, I got them on as Grim Bastards. And they did bring their own bikes. And at that time, both of those brothers were in a club called Black Knights. They were members of a real life club called Black Knights. And I got them on the show. And that's what I was doing back then, you know, just, you know, pulling in my folks that, you know, wanted to have that experience on being on Sons of Anarchy. But my whole club had access to be on it with me as well. And yeah, thank you, Spotville. Thank you very much. And so let's see. So right here, this the last one. This is again some footage from high school. And this I'm gonna run these segments till I run out of footage. But I want y'all to know that I just pulled out a box of a bunch of mini DV. It was a tape that went into a tiny camcorder, mini DV. So I got a bunch of those tapes, and then I bought the software and some of the hardware so I can download that, convert it, and get it into my computer, and hopefully be able to just really, have a plethora of old school footage that I can share. I don't know what's on all of it, but and then I got a VCR. Through my resources, was able to get a VCR. So thank you. It's hard to try to find a VHS player. So yeah, that's gonna be good. Getting that stuff downloaded and have some more old footage for everybody. I just feel like old footage, people can relate to it. It puts you in a time frame, makes you go back to think about stuff. And but my high school footage, I just like to live like kind of vicariously through that. Those are just days you ain't gonna get back. And that's right now. That's 36 plus years ago, or so, I think, somewhere around there. But in this footage, again, this is the last week of high school. So this is June of 1990. I walk into the office. My counselor was a guy named Mr. Vargas. That was my counselor, Mr. Vargas, for all 4 years. And it's a popular lady in there named Miss Corrales, some kids. You'll see some footage of a kid with a paper clip. And he's using the paper clip, and he's kind of like hot wiring the payphone. And that's how we used to jimmy it to make calls. And that's on video. And it's just cool to see video footage of a payphone. It ain't too old for us right now, but in 50 or 60 years, if YouTube's still up, people can look back and see a payphone in this footage, I think it's us sitting in the quad. And for anybody who went to high school with me, I invented this thing, not invented, but I had everybody playing the gotcha game. The gotcha game. We walk around the whole school. We just grab our balls. Gotcha. Gotcha. We had everybody looking. Gotcha. And it was just our silly little prank. But everybody was doing it. Whites, Mexicans, blacks. And then also, I'm going to say it, the teachers. We even had, on the low key, teachers doing it. On video. I don't know if I put it in here. Maybe I'll do it next time. I got a teacher doing it. And our teachers was cool. Our teachers was cool. And so I'll probably show that footage next time. But so yeah, here you go right here. To anybody from OHS watching this, much love and respect. I see Kimberly Brown. She's in there. She went to school with me. Adrian, Ojai. Dudu was in, Keith, so I had fun in high school. And I'm going to say this. I was in school from 86 to 90. And no matter what grade somebody was in, if I was a senior and they were a freshman, then you was within my time zone. Everybody that went to Ontario throughout the 4 years that I was there, everybody was good looking. Everybody was good looking. And the class of 93, and that's just something that I'm going to stand on, because I still see people today, and I say to myself, like, man, everybody I went to school with was good looking. So props to everybody I went to school with, just within the time that you was in my year, from 86 to 90, and like you said, facts. And if anybody looking for, say what's up to Kim. I'm gonna point everybody out, holla at Adrian. Everybody good looking. So y'all keep yourselves looking good and eating right. Here we go right here.
How you doing? You're so cute. But I'm cuter. No. This is where people come and get busted.
This is where you spent your whole freshman year doing, remember?
I called you yesterday, but you weren't there.
That's my lovely counselor, Mr. Vargas. Mr. Vargas. Miss Corrales. It's the secretary.
All right, Judy.
This is my main man's office. Mr. Vargas, my counselor. How you doing?
Pretty good.
How's your day?
Fine. What is this?
This is my goodbye present to Ontario High.
Well, let me say a few things about Mr. Virtue. It was 4 tough years. That's why I've lost most of my hair, gained a few pounds.
What about my freshman year? My sophomore and junior and senior?
I don't know. Things were getting a little bit worse. I mean, it was getting tough, touch and go. This year it's been a lot better, but I'm glad he's going to graduate.
Me too.
I'm really glad.
I went and saw him back in 2014. There we go, right there.
Get on, dog.
here.
Let me get you.
Look at that.
Mr. Man of the Year.
Look at this,
He got Coach of the
He can't
Year.
even video
Get away from me.
Look at that, Coach. Look at that.
Whose camcorder is that?
That's mine. This is my birthday present. I wanted to get you on there.
He doesn't know how to videotape, Coach. Look at his eyes closed.
Oh,
Keep
my
it
eyes
open.
open.
Yeah, like that. Keep it like that, though.
What are you?
All right.
What? You ain't there.
You showing us how to jack the phone. See the thing in there? And you dial the number. 988-946.
Huh?
6.
Okay, this makes me mad. Yes. Because the time I want to see your...
This is Michelle. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Michelle.
I love to win.
Oh.
Your dog.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Gina.
My name is Gina, and I'm 16. And you just turned the camera away from me. Hey, man.
All right, now finish.
What do you want to know?
Are you a virgin?
No.
At Ontario High, who all have you had sex with? Seriously.
you.
Seriously.
Not you.
Seriously.
Seriously? One person.
Who?
It makes me anonymous.
No. I'm gonna say them if you don't.
Oh, Marcus.
Who else?
That's about it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Say his name. You better say it or I am.
Mr. McKinley, there you go.
Who was better?
Shut up, man.
Seriously. Who was better?
Why are you doing this to me?
Who's better?
So you're leaving this school so you can do all this shit to me, can't you?
Who was better?
You want me to say your friend, don't you?
No, I don't know. All right, who was better?
I'm not saying that.
All right, just say, shake your head. Lawan was better? Marcus was better. Your finger's better.
Fuck you. Ah, so-
Yeah, it's on now.
Okay.
All right.
Woo! This is my homie Michelle.
Right now?
I'm gonna go.
Right, look.
yearbook.
What's up? This is Michelle right here.
Don't.
That's Michelle.
Don't. Okay, stop.
That's Michelle.
Stop.
You wanna see me? Birch. Here I am. There's me.
Wait up. Zoom in. How you doing?
Are you in here?
Is it on recording right there?
It's recording.
You got my number?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah.
You better.
Jamie scratching her coochie. I caught her.
No, I'm trying to get my underwear. I'm like, wait. What the hell?
What were you doing? She was doing the coochie scratch.
Ah, stop!
That,
This is not porn. You guys, this is not porno.
You got it.
This is not porn.
This is my homie Ryan. He's a classified thief.
92.
He's been in jail on a number of times. This is Michelle. She's a virgin.
Virgin, yeah.
No.
That's the only way to be, honey.
This is
Virgin, yeah.
He's a male slut.
No, I'm a
Basically.
hustler.
A hoe.
This is Dwayne. He's a gangster.
This is the tit right
He's
here.
a hoe.
Should
This is the person grabbing her tit.
And this is Jamie. One time she was so drunk that she even had sex with.
Andy Zigweed.
Oh, that's a lie. Yeah, see that? He is lying.
Oh, damn.
Fuck that. Excuse
She's
you.
wearing white panties. Did you see that camera?
She got on big bloomers. She don't wear bikinis.
Dude, I'm pregnant. What do you expect?
Let me see these. You see the band?
You're
Fruit
pregnant?
Balloon. I used to have some of these.
What happened to her? You pregnant?
No.
She's pregnant. She happened to get pregnant at the end of the year.
Are you serious?
Was it doggy style?
No, it was regular. The regular, you know.
What's
The
this?
bill, the
The legs around the neck, you know how.
Joey
doggy style, your baby come on
Marquez
back.
got you.
Ah.
Joey Marquez got you pregnant?
Let's don't make any, you guys, judgments or anything.
Yeah, but how was it?
It was good.
Who's the best guy you had sex with? Me.
Not Lawan.
You with Lawan?
Just kidding. No, I was not. I was kidding.
There's me on the far right, Lisa Armande, Eric, Lawan, Joey, Andy Zigweed. King's Ball. Oh, yeah, I won. In case anybody needed to know that, I won. Man. Look at that. So, I don't know when that's going to switch to the next picture. But Eric took his mom. Joey took his mom. Lawan took Michelle, the chick who was next to me sitting down. And Andy, I think he took the chick he was dating. And the girl, Gina, who was talking, rest in peace to Gina. Rest in peace, Gina. I know you looking down on this and you giggling right now. And much love, Gina. There we go. It's Ontario High. Good old days. You just, man, I say it already last time. You just don't know how much, you know, those 4 years really have an impact and how just quick they are. And, you know, just really, you know what? Let me say this. How much work parents are putting into those 4 years to get a kid graduated, food in their belly, books paid for, shoes, clothes, you know, overseeing them all 4 years, really just hoping and praying that they just simply stay out of trouble and graduate. And I'm proud that I did that. And proud that, you know, everything, and thankful for everything that my mom, you know, provided, you know, for me to, you know, have a good high school experience and you know, keep a roof over our head. So, man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining me again on episode 14. I wish everybody a smooth week. Be safe out there. This I want everybody to do you have any footage of you playing football? Man, I just got some pictures. But with the video footage that I'm going to be looking through, I have no idea. I hope I do. You know, find some footage of me playing football. I played 4 years of high school football, and I played 4 years of semi-pro. My first 2 years with, I think it was called the Ontario Crush. I think so. And then the other two was San Gabriel Valley Dragons. Played for them. And I really wish I had some footage for me playing football. I played corner and I played safety, free safety and strong safety throughout high school. And then the second 2 years of semi-pro, I put on a little weight and started playing outside linebacker a little bit. You cover up the business with that one down logo, and me and you ain't friends no more. Done. Oh. Right on. Hey, trust me, I wish YouTube had simply had another section to where it was adult. If YouTube had a section that was adult with just everything can be wide open, bruh, I would have the most amazing content that'll blow people's mind. Absolutely blow people's mind. That's what I was going to say earlier. People think what I'm showing is dope. The dopest shit is shit that I cannot show. Number one, that I cannot show. Number two, the dopest shit is the shit I can't even speak on. I can't even speak on it. And that's why people be like, man, you should write a book. Nah, hell no. It'll be full of stuff that people probably already know about, because the good shit, you can't speak on it. The fun, most amazing, climatic, craziest, funnest stuff I've done, I cannot speak on it at all. Not at all. I got some footage of me in high school. That I cannot show. And it has nothing to do with anything nude. Nothing nude. It is just some footage that just says everything. Throwback video footage is everything. The feel, the fashion, the nostalgia. You didn't know it then, but you were a historian. Forget a book, movie, or a series. Right on. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. But I wish that I could show it all. I wish I could show it all. Because for me, I'm proud of everything I've done. I'm proud of it. I ain't got nothing to be embarrassed about. Nothing. I'm proud of it. Everything I've done has gotten me right here today. Right here today. There's things that people have done in their life that ended their life last week, a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. That's my age. So I'm proud of everything that I've done because it got me here. And any mistakes people may look at and categorize it as a mistake that they think I've made, nah, that ain't a mistake. Them are just learning lessons for me. Learning lessons, So yeah, take that for your own advice too, But so much love, everybody. Keep your chin up, chest out. If there's something that makes you happy, fucking do it. Look at me in my eyes when I say that. Do it. Live your life, And it ain't got nothing to do with disrespecting nobody else's. But just know this is your life. You only get one visit on this planet Earth. And it's fast. It's short. So enjoy your life. Live your life. So peace, everybody. Please join me next Thursday at 1:00. Come back. Tell people about this channel. And please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, just go and just boop, hit subscribe. Hit notifications too. That way you notified when I'm coming on, or when I post videos, when I post shorts to YouTube, you're notified. Again, thank y'all. I don't take this for granted. Y'all hanging in here with me for some entertainment. And I will be collecting content over the next few days to come back and have fun with y'all. So enjoy the rest of your day. Much love and respect. This is Goldie. I'll see you soon.